And off we go from Las Vegas. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. Third down and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Shifts by him, and strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. That is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call it. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, this defense for the Raiders very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go with Jacobs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board. There he goes, left side. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Loose inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off the option, that's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Williams. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll run the option right. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. DJ Reader there on the tackle. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to Jerry Jeudy. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Bilal Nichols able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Shoves him away. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll look to throw here. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and 4. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
First down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Aviators 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Here's Jacobs. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete.
The first down pass. Complete to Greg Dulcich. A gain of 45.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
First down.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.